everyone. What up, everybody? I was kind of whispering because I didn't want to scare the cool crane away or whatever that is. Okay. Welcome to Dictate Good Day. It is definitely one of those days where, it's been kind of difficult to get out here this morning because it's colder than it was yesterday. It has not stopped raining till about, I don't know, it's still kind of raining right now. It's like 40 degrees. But who would I be if I didn't dictate the day to the fullest? Because I feel like this is, to be a little spiritual on it, I feel like this is my ancestors going, are you for real about this thing, man? Show us. It is kind of bad outside. It's not that bad. I mean, 40 degrees, 100% precipitation. They're just checking to make sure I'm for real about this thing. I'm for real. Let's go. Ancestors, witness me. All right. It's hump day, as they refer to it as. Wednesday. And I was, once again, getting ready this morning, thinking about what I want to talk about. It is cold up on the bridge, though, with the wind up in my raincoat. First thing I did, though, I was sweating on the inside because I got like thermals and wool on and everything. And I thought, don't I kind of look like a character from the Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch? I always wanted to do that. I'm a little too old for that now, but that's what I think of anytime I wear the raincoat. Whatever, I know, I'm just kidding, playing around. But I was thinking about, it's what I was going to talk to you guys about. It's Wednesday, not the best of days as far as weather-wise, and middle of the week, and it's the hump you got to cross over. But you could look at it that way, or you could be like, hey man, I'm at the top of the hill, instead of like, oh, I gotta cross this hump. But once you're at the top of that thing, it's all momentum, because you about to rocket right on through, ride that momentum to the next freaking hump day, and then rinse and repeat. What are we doing? And I know that's easier said than done, and my situation is not like everyone's, and I'm sure there will be days ahead where you just can't. It's going to be difficult. You can, but it's going to be difficult. But hey, man, the grind sharpens the axe and all that wonderful stuff. I'm telling you, but I'm really telling me. That's what this whole thing is about. I'm telling me. But come on with me, please. It'll be good. I was thinking about the philosophy of, compiling a bunch of small wins, because it's good for you to do, a win collector. Not wind, but wins. It's hard sometimes, especially in today's crazy society. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and get off topic because this just hit me. There's a bunch of stuff that is floating around, news cycles, social media, and all that. I'm going to go this way. I don't even know what's happening. I mean, I do, but I don't remember. About our crazy IRS spending. I just talked about in the last video. I just paid off what I believe to be my last delinquent IRS debt. It is the last one. Praise be. Woohoo! Hallelujah! But it's almost tax time again. so, so yeah. But that brings me to my case in point. The I think it's that thing that the old Elon Musk is in charge of. It's called Department of DOGE. Something about, dang, I can't remember. I just looked at it too. But it's like, hey, what are we spending our money on? Department of Government Expense, or I don't know. But it's weird. They're saying it's a temporary thing. That should always be going on. We should always be checks and balances where we're spending our money, because it's our money. Like us as a people, we should always be checking that out. Bro, look at this neighborhood. Jeez Louise. I just, holy schnicks. They're gonna be like, who is this guy walking around? HOA, unite. I hate an HOA. But okay, they were just talking about all the crazy stuff that we've been spending on. Bro, I can't remember these numbers to be completely and totally accurate. But we've been spending money on like millions of dollars on like things like Sesame Street in Afghanistan. Money for millions of dollars for money to like teach people how to dance. You can Google it. I can't remember all the things. I'm not really that geared towards memory on things like that. I could have wrote it down, but I had to get out here. Google it. Department of Government DOGE. I can't remember what it is. Expense? Whatever. And it will blow your mind. It makes you kind of sad, because a lot of us struggle to get them taxes squared away, because they tax us all year. And at the end of the year, you'll find hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of videos right now online. People just going, I paid taxes all year, and they said, hey, it's not enough. Give us some more so we can spend it on breakdancing in Ukraine or something. And we got these people still in Maui that had their homes burned. We got the people in the Carolinas. Like, we don't even hear about them anymore. Are they doing okay? Like, what's happening? There's been the fires in California. There was something, I can't remember who was saying it, but with 5 billion with a B would give everyone their home back in Maui. And then, maybe we could do that again for the Carolinas, and then again for the Californians, or just, all these things. Can we give the Americans their money that they've been trying to, pile up for America, so we can continue to take care of each other? I know, everybody's bitching about it. I feel like I had to say something. It's heartbreaking. It's demoralizing. What are we doing? So hopefully that gets fixed. But yeah, they said that was going to be a temporary department. It should be an all the time department. It should be up there at the top 10, because, you got to spend to make and make to spend and all that stuff. Yeah, so I was going to soapbox that one. That was bothering me. Talking about the Wednesday hump and whatnot, and dealing with everything from our inner demons and our inner laziness and all that stuff. Some people would consider this annoying. A lot of people do. I have pretty good energy, as far as like, I always have energy. Like, I wake up in the mornings, and I'm almost 50, and my eyes rarely ever feel tired. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, because sometimes this is annoying to most people, especially in the mornings. So it's a blessing and a curse. But because that energy is so high, sometimes it's not always positive. So I really have to do things to continue my way and stepping forward instead of stepping down. So I was just going to share some of my things that I do. to start the day. And not so much for motivation, but for discipline practice. Because, motivation's whatever. That's not always gonna work. Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and just do whatever it is you need to do, because it needs to be done. They talk about, I was talking about earlier, the small wins and piling those up. Like the suggestion a lot of people have is, we all are attached to these things I'm holding on to, recording myself with these phones and all our smart devices and all our awesome distractions, but they're awesome, they also help. So, you kind of gotta regulate yourself on these things, because I have definitely been guilty of doom scrolling or finding something interesting, especially conspiracy theories, and I'll rabbit hole real hard. And before I know it, possible hours have gone by. Oh shit, I gotta do something. Oh my God, this, that, the other. So like in the morning, like I set my alarm clock to be, it's a vibrating alarm, but I have it set to turn on Pandora. I don't pay for the free one, so it gets the commercials and whatnot. But when you set it for your alarm clock, it doesn't start with a commercial. It starts with it's called your thumbprint radio, and you can kind of curate your own whatever. So I have music that is specific to encouraging me to get up. Things like Hustle and Motivate, one of my favorites, rest in peace, bro. Pantera, one of the songs is Yesterday Don't Mean Shit. It's good though, it'll get you fired up. Even some classic rock and roll like Led Zeppelin's Ramble On, and just I create like the morning wake up thing. So as soon as that alarm hits, starts to vibrate, and then boom, some type of encouraging music hits. And then I try not to touch that phone again unless it's to hit the off button and get up. And you can do things like this for yourself. It doesn't have to be every single part of the day. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do this. If you're not really into those habits, do one. Like when you wake up, after turning off your alarm or whatever, you have to touch your phone for that. Or if you have to take a phone call, because that's what you do. I get it. But put that thing back down. Stretch for 3 minutes before you touch your phone. Finish a whole glass of water with a little salt, maybe some lemon or lime in there. Get yourself truly hydrated. I'm just trying to suggest little things because your mind, whether you realize it or not, will register those things as, oh, I tried to encourage this human body to stay lazy because it's easier for us. The body's always trying to do that. It's always trying to like, no, man, you need that piece of cake. No, you don't need to go to the gym. Look at the weather outside. You could use a rest. Nah. That's all. Thought I'd leave you with a little bit of compile your wins in the day, no matter how small, because if you get enough of them, man, that momentum will roll you right off of that hill of a Wednesday into the weekend. The momentum is so strong, builds you back up to the hill to the next Wednesday. Just using that for an example. Whatever. I think I need to come up with a t-shirt that says dictate the day. Whatever, because I say it so much. That's one good thing about these videos, man, is these vlogs, you get to see how maybe other people would see it, and what's wrong with I shouldn't say what's wrong, or just the personality of your speech pattern, because I ain't really trying to change it. It's not like it's offensive, right? It might be annoying. I have some of those traits about me, more than most, I guess, due to that whole energy thing. But I know not everybody's like that. So, you You get those things squared away, you win it, and you will be the winner. That's cheesy, I know, it's whatever. But yeah, we out here in the freezing cold. Actually, once you get moving, you get enough layers on, it's all right. I didn't have any of those thoughts today, like, man, you really want to, and I'll tell you why. It's because I'm preparing to learn how to edit. And so I was talking with my youngest son yesterday. They're both my sons are computer savvy ninjas. But he helped me download the DaVinci Resolve and then the OBS thing. It's the first time, I mean, I know now because he told me that I need to have those things if I'm going to record stuff or watch stuff and react to it. Because I really do want to, it is just soaking wet everywhere. I really do want to do those. I really do want to take you on a job interview with me, and then we can work it out together and, go over it. Just for entertainment purposes. Like, even if I get the job, whatever, I'm going to try to continue to bring you with me. It'd be kind of fun. I know I've talked about that before, but I'm going to keep talking about it until it gets done. Yeah. Today is crunch time for me, so I need to get this video uploaded, and I'm actually going to keep this one because this is the one that's going to allow me to, I'm going to use it to fool around with the editing software, the DaVinci thing. Call my son tonight once everything is squared away, because once the wife gets home, I gotta pick up the kid from school. I think I need to pick up some groceries. I'm gonna do that either before or after the gym. Get home, get nutritionalized. I wash like anywhere from 3 to 5 loads of clothes a day. I'm a clean freak, organized, and this is a personality flaw, probably a chemical imbalance, and due to head trauma, I don't know what it is, but like I gotta do stuff like that, or I feel like some void is in my day. Like I gotta make my bed in the morning. My nutrition needs to be in by a certain time, and these are just, maybe this is because I'm an addict too, I don't know. But I have to plug all that in, or I will. Short circuit. And that's all mental. Like, some days that's not going to get done, and I've accepted that fate. But most days I'm getting that done, whatever it is. And some of it's crazy, mundane things, like make sure all the towels are folded perfect in the bathroom. But I think some of that comes from my mother, because when she was a single parent, she cleaned homes for a living. And my brother and I would help her. Like, my summers were filled with, I always did the windows, like Windex and mirrors, vacuuming, all that. So that just got ingrained into me. I did not like it at first, but I really appreciate a clean place, clean home. It's very nice. There's some paraphernalia on the ground. Some of that cannabis paraphernalia. All right. Yeah, so I got to get all that squared away. And then let me say again, hey, thank you, every viewer, watcher, lover, hater, whoever you are. Thank you, because, I'm making one of these every day. I'm getting my reps, getting my practice. I'm going to work with editing this one, play around. I'm probably not going to upload the edited version. I'm just going to go throw this up on YouTube like I always do, but I won't be erasing it right away and releasing it to the ether. I'll be messing around with my son tonight. It's cool. I get to learn something new that is really interesting to me. My first college endeavors were with art and animation there at Texas State Technical College, known as TSTC, also known as Too Stoned to Care. That was real, because it was a technical school, and they taught you how to build web pages and stuff. They literally had a separate web page that was put up by the students that was Too Stoned to Care. I got some stories surrounding that whole thing too. I mean, even stories where my big bro got out of the pen, and I mean, I got some stories. We'll get there. Yeah. So, dude, it is freaking cold and beautiful. You know, the yin and the yang. You want to see it? You got to get out there. Your fingers are going to be numb. Put your thermal underwear on. There's some weird foam all over the edge too. What is going on? Is that from the fog? I got conspiracy theories about the mysterious fog that's rolling through. Yeah. So I just want to say thanks again, everybody. Dick loves you. Feel free to call me Dick. I prefer Rich. You know, I was telling this to my son at my latest restaurant job that I recently quit. I was no longer introducing myself as Richard. It was just Rich. And actually, some of the older people, they knew what was up. You know, Dick Van Dyke, you know, it's a popular name, especially back in the day. Like, I knew several people that were named Dick when I was a kid. And that's where it all got explained to me that Richard has the nickname of Dick. Oh, you know what I should do before I go? I'll tell you a story I once learned, and I learned this from a man whose name was Dick. I'll leave his last name out, but my cousin knows, all my cousins know, he was a dude from the Kingdom Hall / church there in Abilene. I think he was a chiropractor, I'll say that. So I'm not blasting everybody's last name out there. I believe it was this guy that told me this. He said that, he could have been just telling a little kid a story. He said that I'll use the word ancient, the ancient King Richard, there's been, you know, King Richard III, the 4th, the 5th, whatever. I don't know all the historical knowledge per se, but I know there was a King Richard. That King Richard had a son over in the Great England, and his son was also a Richard, much like myself. I did the same thing to my eldest. My daddy's name was Richard. It's cool, but you know. So his son did not want to be recognized as royalty because he partied with the non-nobles. He partied with the regular folk, you know what I mean? The people round the way. None of these people stayed in the castle. He would drink with them, party with them, love with them, but he was a royal heir. And every time they would call him Richard, he was like, don't call me that. That's my dad's name. Call me Dick, because I'm regular just like you, like a plate of spotted dick. Now, I don't know if spotted dick is a cuisine there in the UK. I don't really know what it is, but it doesn't sound very good. Also kind of sounds like an STD. Might need some antibiotics for that, Mr. Richard. Never had one of those, praise God. Or whoever you're into. Praise the prime source, the creator. The light, the might. Yeah, so I thought I'd give you that story. I'm rambling again with really no purpose other than talking to my friends. But yeah, I'll leave it with that. I'm gonna head back now and start those clothes, upload this video. I'm gonna do some active stretching, some plyometric jumps. I know I haven't talked about any of this yet because I will begin to, it might be too much, talk about a long video. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that information out there without seeming like, what is wrong with this guy? I don't want to stop. No, man. I have to. I got to do it, or I will drive everyone in my life crazy. Yeah, including myself. So, yeah, I'm gonna go get that done. Once again, everyone, I love you. Thank you. My day takers, remember, dictate your day. I'll do mine, you do yours, and we'll meet up again tomorrow. Thank you. Have a wonderful one.